The Costa neighborhood of Carlsbad is in a very high fire hazard severity zone. What does that mean? It means the Zone 0 regulations will apply to the thousands of homeowners and property managers in this area. Hey everyone, this is Chris with Zone 0 California, and I want to remind you we are doing a giveaway. We're giving away a free pedestrian gate. This is an all steel design made in Australia and built to withstand the intense heat of wildfires. And it's the exact kind of gate that will help you become Zone 0 compliant. Now, if you want a chance to win, you need to do two things. Number one, subscribe to the channel. And number two, visit zone0california.com, fill out the form and download your free PDF guide checklist. All right, so I'm here near the intersection of Rancho Santa Fe Road and La Costa Ave. And this serves as a pretty good line of demarcation showing you where the fire hazard severity zone begins for this area. Now, it runs pretty much north up Rancho Santa Fe Road, up towards San Elijo into San Marcos, and then La Costa Ave, it runs, north-northwest. And I know it kind of snakes around, but if you really look at the map, and I'll show it to you later, it follows a topography. These fire hazard severity zones correlate very heavily with mountains, hillsides, all right? And they have to do with the winds as well. So of course these communities, when they get high winds, they get high winds. And those winds are what contribute to these wildfires, right? So the Zone 0 regulations, well, what is Zone 0? Zone 0 is the 0 to 5 feet around any home or structure. And these regulations have to do with the building material used within that 0 to 5 feet. So this will affect your landscaping, your fences, your decks, your patios, and it may affect your siding and your roofing. Now, all of those things combined create a total home hardening package. So they all work together to make you as safe as possible in the event of a high fire event, where we know that these embers get blown up and sometimes travel for miles and land on properties. And so scientists have kind of discovered that this is what causes widespread damage, not necessarily walls of flames or even radiant heat, but it's these embers picking up, blowing, and landing on properties that aren't adequately prepared. So these Zone 0 regulations will apply to all homes, properties inside of the fire hazard severity zones. Like I said, I'll show it to you on a map. But what does it look like in practice? Well, let's start with your landscaping. If you have a tree within 5 feet of your home, it may need to be removed. We won't know yet. We don't have any final regulations from the state. We don't know what San Diego, or we don't know if San Diego has issued their final ruling either. We do know that trees in particular are a source of contention when it comes to Zone 0 because they provide such great sources of natural shade. And this shade can cool your home, according to some studies, by as much as 50 degrees. And so that removing it would not only make your home hotter or remove that shade, but it's going to increase your energy costs to cool the home. So we do expect some more county and city level specific rules and regulations when it comes to this stuff to accommodate for those kinds of things in these types of areas in Southern California and other parts of the state, but mainly where those trees provide a much needed source of shade. It could also affect your grass. You may need to replace your grass with gravel or paver stones. We don't know yet. They haven't issued any final regulations. It's March of 2026. We're expecting those soon, sometime this year, but we know pretty much once they're put in place by 2027, all homes and properties inside of these fire hazard severity zones must comply. All right, so next, fences and gates. Of course, that's why we're giving away a gate, because I've traveled from Los Angeles to San Diego and throughout Southern California. Aside from the landscaping and the trees, the biggest source of contention or the biggest area of concern when it comes to Zone 0 specifically are old wood fences and gates that go right up next to the home or within 5 feet of the structure. So that's going to affect a lot of people. Now, if you have an old redwood fence or cedar fence or gate, that is most likely going to need to be replaced. Now, the good news is you don't have to go all metal. There are certain types of wood approved for use, such as Kayu Batu. This is a hardwood. And hardwoods, aside from fences and gates, are most commonly used in decks. So if you have a deck and your deck is made of redwood or any other type of wood that isn't approved, you may have to look at replacing it with an approved hardwood. Now, when it comes to decks, we also have composite material, things like TimberTech or Trex. There's other materials out there on the market. Those are just two well-known brands. But they do make Class A non-combustible material that you can use to resurface your deck with. Now, if your deck has wood framing, it's a possibility that may need to get replaced as well, either with steel or with approved wood, like a hardwood or something to that effect. So that's it when it comes to Zone Zero. Of course, if you want to add in siding and roofing, talk about a complete home hardening system, just know this: if your home has wood siding, the state may not compel you to change that, but your insurance might. In fact, a lot of the horror stories we've heard over the last few years, that insurance companies have become the de facto enforcers of these types of rules and regulations. So listen, if you had any trouble dealing with that, we'd love to hear your stories in the comments, all right? Again, we're giving away the gate. If you want to win, subscribe, go to zonezerocalifornia.com, fill out the form, and download your free PDF checklist guide. We're giving away a gate every 500 subscribers. So we're doing our first giveaway at 500, our second giveaway at 1,000, and so on and so on. Giving many people a chance to win here. So that's it. Enough talking. Let's get in the truck. Let's drive around and go into some of these neighborhoods in the La Costa area of Carlsbad and see if we can't find any common, sources of Zone Zero areas of concern. Again, it's really mostly going to come down to the trees and the landscaping, as well as old wood fences and gates. All right, so that's it. And again, if you want to be put in touch with licensed contractors in your area, just give me a call at Zone Zero California or fill out the form and I will get in touch with you promptly. Thank you. Hey everyone, it's Chris. I'm back in the truck. All right, so let me just show you where I am here. Again, this is the intersection of Santa Fe and La Costa. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. The glare's not too crazy. So when I zoom out here, you can see where La Costa Ave bends around here near the Canyon Park area. That all becomes red, and it curves around here to the north and back to the northeast. So let me just zoom out so you can guys see completely here just how big this area is. Now down here is Encinitas, so it's technically a different city, but this is the Carlsbad area. So we're gonna drive just into this little area right here. We're gonna drive in and just see what kind of homes and construction style they have, and see if they have any old wood fences, gates, or landscaping that are going to be causes for concern. All right, so we're here at Rancho Santa Fe Road and La Costa Ave. We're on La Costa Ave, headed west, and oh, right here, look at this, right on the corner, wood fence. Wood fence. We're probably going to see a lot of wood fences and gates in this neighborhood. I'm going to take the first turn here. Oh, private road. A lot of private roads in this area. Let's see here. Let's take the next right turn here. Make sure it doesn't say private road. Nope. Okay, so again, this whole community has wood fence all around it. All around it. All around it. And I bet that's gonna be similar to what we see here. Now, okay, so here's a home. Now this looks like wood. I gotta be honest, that looks like wood. Here, okay, we have a metal gate there. Metal gate there. Oh, it looks like wood here, yep. There you go, wood fence around the backyard here. Wood fence next to the garage there. Wood fences and gates right here. Wood fence all along the side here. Wood gate over there. Wood fence over here behind these trees. How about over here? We've got metal over here. It's good. Oh, wood back there. We got vinyl. I don't know about vinyl. Okay, you got one metal, you got wood on the side of this garage. You've got wood over there. You've got wood over here. You got iron over there, metal. 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 Metal gate, but wood in the back. Wood along the side. So there you go. I mean, that's just one neighborhood here in the La Costa neighborhood off La Costa Ave in Carlsbad. So, folks, If you find yourself having to replace this, just go to zonezerocalifornia.com, get in touch with me there. I'll put you in touch with licensed contractors in your area. All right, and if you want to win a gate that is Zone Zero compliant, make sure you subscribe to the channel and fill out the form on our website. All right, thank you and be safe.